Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Y'all having a good Friday? We're back. We're back with Fridays with Dannphan. I still have my hair up. No, I just had it. Yeah, that's not my normal fashion. I just had it pulled back because I was doing some work, and yeah, I know it doesn't really look that nice when you have all your hair like slicked into one spot. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done Fridays with Dannphan. I've mostly been skipping the live streams because I've been doing other stuff, sadly. But it's nice to get back into the groove of things. It's been a relatively chilly day, which is nice. It's nice to have a cool breeze every now and then. September's here, guys. Woo! Although, granted, now that I've actually started the live stream, I'm starting to feel a little bit too hot for this flannel. I think it's also partially because of the glove. I think this glove just generates a lot of heat. It's just something about it. Oh, that nice doing ASMR for you guys. Let's take that off. I'll probably get chilly later on. But how you guys doing? Yeah. Before I guess I actually get started with anything, do you guys want to ask me any specific topics to talk about or to look up and read random articles about? Or should I just like wing it for this live stream? For those of you who've never attended one of my live streams before, most of the time I just wing it, or I just talk about whatever is on my mind that I didn't feel like making a video about. But yeah, I try to ask the chat every once in a while, hey, what do you want me to talk about? Is there anything you're curious about? Oh Girl news? Oh Girl is coming along pretty nicely. Let me actually look in on that. Right now we're on page 16. We're inking up page 16, and it's a 22-page issue. So getting pretty close to the end there. You know, it's a slow and steady process, I'm sure. Are you strong? I guess. I'm a strong, independent woman. That's how talk about your hygiene. No. What the fuck? This is why you can't read chat. Wait a minute, you're kidding. You've been around for more than 2.5 months and you've only gotten 10 of these done? Well, I just started doing the Friday weekly live streams more recently, I guess, this year. And, even more recently, I've been skipping some of them for the Fridays. I also have done other different streams on Fridays where I just I do a fan art stream, Fan Art Fridays, where I go over people's fan art that they sent in and talk about that. You know. Did you hear about Mulan bombing? I did. The Rotten Tomatoes score is not looking good. You want me to let's maybe look up the reviews of those? Ooh, what's wrong with the Rotten Tomatoes website? Okay, there it goes. Yeah, it's not out for. Is it out for the audience, or is it only out for the critics who were invited to review it? Ew, what is wrong with the fucking Rotten Tomatoes website? This sucks. How do I fucking find the reviews? Sheesh. I type in Mulan and only the cartoons come up. All right. Oh, it actually went up. It went up. When I last saw the score, it was 38. Now it looks like it's at 48. Okay, so I see. The critics' reviews aren't looking that bad in comparison. Let me get this up for you guys. All right. So you see the critics' reviews are 81, but the audience is pretty low. And it was actually even lower than this, but I think some people, saw the low score and were, they wanted to contribute and raise it a little bit, so that's probably why it raised up recently. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting the Mulan movie to be that good. Most of the live action remakes really missed the mark, but even more so, this isn't even supposed to be necessarily a live action remake of the original movie that they did. They completely remade the entire story from basically scratch. It's like the only thing that they have in common with each other is that she goes to war dressed as a boy. And it looked like from the trailers that wasn't even the main part of the story, that she's pretending to be a boy. Like most of the trailer when she's fighting, she's a girl. She's just straight up girl. And she's doing some crazy magical tricks. There's magic! There's also magic in this story, and it plays a much bigger role. Critics probably blow Disney's ding dong, so yeah, they will always give those movies more than they deserve. I mean, that's very true. Disney, I hear that if you review their movies poorly, then they will not let you see, not give you passes to see their movies early anymore. Is there a Metacritic score up currently? Mulan. Let me see. I don't know. Can you guys? Oh no, it's not sharing this tab, so you can't see it. Okay. All right. Let me. Can I? How do I do this? This one. Yes, I did it on a new tab, so that's probably why I'm an idiot. So this has a way, way, way lower score. Even from the critic reviews, 68 isn't that good. I mean, it looks green, but it's not that good. 68 basically means that your movie was mediocre. Yeah, look at this fucking magic shit. And at the end of the movie, she's not even fighting a man. She's fighting the witch girl, right? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I have not seen the movie, but it didn't look like it was going to be that great. It kind of looked like it was missing the whole point of Mulan. I'd guess Disney remakes their IP so they don't have to purchase new IP. Fair enough. I mean, where's the dragon? Yeah. No Mushu. Have you watched Bill and Ted Face the Music? I have not. I've heard that it wasn't that bad. I heard that it was okay, respected source material, all that jazz. But I have not personally seen it. I haven't really seen any new movies lately. I've been watching a lot of old movies. I guess I'm just binging whatever Amazon allows you to watch free on Prime. Disney needs to stop with these remakes. They are destroying their legacy. Yeah, I mean, people seem to agree that they don't really like them. They don't really like the remakes. They ain't getting much love, especially with those scores. I can read the audience scores too. I think, at least. Or are they deleting comments? Ooh, I see a lot of rottens. These are top critics though, reviewing them. You have to go to all critics to not actually give you a share. It might have been an excellent reinterpretation were it not so heavy-handed and Disney-fied. But what remains bears minimal discernible relationship to the original, while reading too much like a basic Marvel film. Ooh, that's a fucking burn. Fucking turned Mulan into a Marvel film. That's a pretty hardcore burn. Basically, they're saying that they focus so much on the magic and supernatural shit that it straight up felt like a superhero film. That was kind of the vibe I was getting, because she's like doing all this crazy shit, fighting hundreds of like bad guys on her own. It's like, that's not what Mulan, the original Mulan in the poem, was known for. She was known for being a strategist, she's a strategy person. And that's not very smart strategy, to just take on hundreds of soldiers on your own. It's an efficient retelling of a tale about a young Chinese woman discovering her power, affecting at times, occasionally quite lovely, but earnest, often clumsy, and notably short on joy. Short on joy? Does that mean like it's very melancholic? Is that what he means by there? Joan Morgenstern? It's kind of a funny name. If someone were to do a shot every time a character mentions honor, they would surely die of alcohol poisoning before the credits roll under a new recording of Reflection. Oh boy. Mulan delivers a straightforwardly heroic narrative of a capable woman battling her way to respect. It just didn't have much else to add. Yeah. Well, some people are saying it's the best live-action Disney reboot, but that's also not saying that much. No, to be fair, there have actually been good live-action Disney reboots, I think. The original 101 Dalmatians, I don't remember being bad. Did Disney do the live-action Peter Pan film? Because I actually really liked the live-action Peter Pan. But I don't know if they actually did that, or if that was a different studio. Can't give them credit if they didn't do it. But Mulan lacks the warmth, true inspiration, emotional connection, and poignancy. Don't judge me, I'm dyslexic. A filmgoer should expect from Disney. Ooh. Mulan, however, suffers the same affliction as other Disney live-action remakes. It's profoundly risk-averse, so you get stunning productions with no narrative edge. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely, even the positive reviews don't really seem to describe this as unique. The Mulan is like a dream, curious, beautiful, and instantly forgotten? Ooh. Oh, that's a 6 out of 10. So it's not super good. That's, once again, it reads as fresh, but it's really a mediocre score. It sounds like the movie was pretty mediocre based on these critics' reviews. I mean, an 80% is a little bit above mediocre, but even the positive reviews don't actually sound that overwhelmingly positive. It's just like, yeah, it was good, you know, women power, all of that stuff. It was acceptable. Wasn't Mulan about a young, capable woman saving her old dad from going to war? It was not about her own power or respect, but her ability to do amazing things to protect her loved ones. That is very true, Ishgra. That's very true. It seems like you understand something that Disney itself does not understand. I mean, sorry. I hate it when it does that and the chat jumps up when I'm trying to click on somebody's message. What makes her a hero is the fact that she's willing to give her own life. She knows that she could probably die going to war. And even her captain's like, man, you're gonna die. You can't even catch an arrow. Pfft, get out of here. Go home. And it's one of the reasons why he's a really good character, because, you know, that normally doesn't happen, where they tell a guy to go home because he's so incapable. And then that's the point where, like, she starts to prove herself and she starts to do it for herself. But she's also doing it for others as well. She, you know, it's like a thing. Anyway, thank you for the donation, Maverick Christian. Have you seen Chris Stuckman and Jeremy John's reviews? They reviewed it negatively, and in my experience, they're pretty reliable. No, I haven't seen the reviews. I haven't seen any reviews yet. This is the first I'm seeing any reviews, honestly. But I usually like their reviews. I've seen their other reviews. Jeremy Jans, fuck. Are they? That's the drinking critic. Is that the guy that you're referring to, or am I thinking of someone else? Those are people that I see recommended to me all the time, but I'm not actually subscribed to them. You know what I mean? YouTube, they see me searching for reviews and they're the first videos that pop up. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people agree with you that those reviewers are pretty reliable as far as giving you an accurate review and description and the whole idea of what the movie actually is and whether or not you'll like it. Stating flaws. And Jeremy Johns isn't the critical drinker, but sometimes he says, "Good time, no alcohol required." Okay, so I did have him mixed up with somebody. Who do you sub to on YouTube? Any recommendations? I don't know. You know, it's funny. I'm actually looking through my subs to see people that I should unsub, because a lot of people that I sub to because I like one video of theirs, and you know, I want them to do well as a YouTuber. But then sometimes they just keep on posting negative videos, and it pops up in my feed, and it slowly makes me feel bad. It's like I'm scrolling for YouTube just to find something positive and fun to watch, and all these negative videos start popping up, and I'm like, argh. So I'm thinking of unsubbing to a few people that I don't really watch often, that just constantly have negative videos in my feed, just for my own sanity. I do it every now and then, and I usually go back to sub to them again. But, you know, sometimes you just need a little bit of positivity in your life for a little bit. Even, at least, you know, to just fucking, I don't know. I just watched some anime and programming channel. There's a lot of good channels out there. I don't know if you guys have noticed in my last video, the realistic versus believable video that I did. I was trying to give examples of like how realistic dialogue isn't actually that great. And I mentioned like cop videos, or like body cameras of cops, and then I caught myself saying that. So I mentioned True TV, even though like True TV is probably a really bad example of like catching people's real dialogue, because they edit the crap out of those videos. But the reason why I at first mentioned like cop videos or people videos of, you know, the body camera that the cop uses, and all those, you know, they have those funny takedown videos where they respond to these ridiculous calls. The shit they go through. But I've been watching a lot of those videos recently, and that's probably why that thought came to my mind first. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having trouble thinking all of a sudden. And there was this guy I subscribed to who does a lot of those videos, and he's actually pretty funny. So he's a retired cop, and he gives you like some kind of insider's information about what the protocol is, and, you know, the different techniques that the cops are using, and, you know, it's good stuff. I've been really enjoying his videos. So I've been binging a lot of them, and a lot of them are only like 5 minutes long. They're like really short videos where he just goes over what is going down in the video, or just talking about all these crazy stories. So it's good stuff. It's very good, digestible stuff that you can just watch a lot of and laugh. Oh, I got a bunch of comments now. What 80s movies you've been watching? Oh, a lot of different stuff. Obviously, Back to the Future, classic. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, also classic. Oh man, that movie is so. That's such a good example of like a classic movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Because I feel like that movie was way better than a lot of people intended it to be. Because it's slice of life, so you're expecting, oh, it's probably going to be like Johnny Be Good. It's going to be a little bit boring, just a little bit. But no, it's really good. It's really funny. It's just a lot better than you expect it to be. It's my point. What was the question? Oh, 80s movies that I've been watching. Yes. Big. I watched Big. And I never actually previously watched Big. And Adam kind of watched it with me, although he was also kind of playing a video game while I just had the movie on. And he was like, I can't believe you never watched Big. It's only a little bit pedophilic. And I was thinking to myself, no. So basically, the movie is about a little kid who wishes that he was big. So he wakes up one day and he's an adult. And he has a crush on this other girl in his class, or I assume in his class, like some girl from school. So I assumed what he meant by it's a little bit pedophilic. I thought that he was going to try to still get with the girl from his class, even though he was an adult, and there would be like some comedy there. No. He gets a job and this little kid in this adult body has sex with a girl. He fucking gets some. He's 13 and that was a really weird turn that I just wasn't expecting the movie to go. But yeah, that happened. And I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about it, because it's like, I don't think that would be very acceptable nowadays to make a movie like that. I mean, at the end of the movie, he goes back to being a little kid, and he does not pursue that relationship with the woman any longer because of the, age gap. Very large age gap. I just got a text. But it's a little bit strange. What's with these people like asking me a billion times, have you gotten your application? Shut up. I'll deal with it. Damn. It's like all these, they become my mother. I know how to vote. Calm down. Damn. Okay. Sorry, I missed a few super chats. I'll read them. Ace Mori, why did you unlist your political cringe video? Honestly, every now and then I'll make a video that I'm not really quite sure if I want to make it. You know what I mean? And then afterwards I decide, nah. But I don't want to seem shady by taking it down, so I just unlist it. The thing is, I don't want to attract any political attention to my channel, like specifically political attention. And I think that video probably just crossed a little bit too much of a line, because I was getting some disturbance in the force, some comments. So I just figured, okay, well, I should have been expecting those comments to begin with, because political is literally in the title of the video. It's going to attract those types of people. So I just decided, yeah, we'll just unlist that one. It's okay. Because it's like, a lot of people don't really get when you're joking. And it's crucial for a comedy channel to have the audience understand that you're joking. Otherwise, we die. That's how that works. And thank you for the 10 from Augustine. As an Asian Jew, I've never watched any ethnic movies like Mulan or Fiddler on the Roof. I feel like I'm being pandered to, given an ad for how quaint these people are. Fiddler on the Roof. I have seen that one. I saw it in school, actually. I forget what it was about, but I recognize the name. Well, what are you gonna do? Dan slap, yep. It's when my dyslexia gets too out of control. I gotta do a nice slap. That's how I snap out of it. Snap back to reality. There goes gravity. Are you a comedian? Who knows at this point? I don't know. I guess this channel is kind of like a blog, comedy, observation, promotional type review type thing. I don't know. I go all over the place. I really do. But, you know, a lot of my videos I put up that will get a huge, like, downturn in views. And theoretically, I want to go in the direction of the videos that have an uptick in views. But I also don't want to get mixed up with certain topics that I know that I won't normally cover. So, you know, it's like the same reason why. What's a good example? If I did like more video gaming videos, I wouldn't know if people would be coming here specifically to see me play more video games, because I don't really consider myself a gaming channel. I just play to have fun, you know? But if I started making like video game reviews, people might see this as a video game channel, and I know that I wouldn't be uploading reviews normally. So I feel like I would be letting down a huge portion of, or not maybe a huge portion of my audience, but a portion of my audience. So, you know, don't you have to be funny for this video comedy channel? Yeah, got him. What are you gonna do? 80s Jackie Chan films, though. Only the best 80s Jackie Chan films. How many ribs do you have? What is with these questions? I think I should not be reading the chat anymore. Hey, happy Friday from Fragaboom. How you doing, bro? Great, I'm starting to sound like PewDiePie now. So, I guess, what is in the comics news besides the Keanu Reeves comics? Keanu Reeves comic. Yeah, I guess I heard that Amber Heard been confirmed for Aquaman 2. That was surprising. I didn't think that they would actually go through with it. I mean, it's not that hard to recast a role. It's a little bit awkward sometimes to recast a role, but I don't know. After that audio came out of her, you know, being very upfront about her being abusive, you know, it's a little bit questionable after that. There's also like huge waves of people who didn't want her to be in the next film. I didn't think that she played the role poorly, to be fair, but, you know, considering other people who have gotten their roles taken away from them, I thought she would probably also, yes. When are you gonna have Fragaboom on a streamer vid? I don't know, man. We did talk about briefly having a stream together. We just never put anything actually together. I don't even know what I would do or say if I would have a comic out to promote. I am working on a little short story comic that I was going to put up free on my website. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. I've actually been working on it for a while and just put it down for a really long time. Now I'm picking it back up. Oh, I can hear my dogs crying upstairs. They don't like to be alone, and I feel bad because they're both kind of old, so they don't get around like they used to. And we have some very steep stairs coming down to the basement. So they fall down the steps, so we can't let them downstairs. Otherwise, I'd have them in the room with me. I mean, I don't mind them being around while I'm doing videos, but I don't want them getting hurt. So, gotta keep them upstairs. Even though they really don't like being alone. I'm sorry, boys. What are you gonna do, guys? Yeah, it's so sad. So sad. Theoretically, I could carry them, but I'm also scared of dropping them. Rascal, he's huge. Well, he's not huge. He's like medium-sized dog, so you gotta put your back into it when you carry him. And then Baby, he struggles with you. Like, he doesn't like being picked up. So I just don't trust my ability to carry them downstairs. Like I said before, it's also very steep stairs, so it's not good. Yeah. Rascal and Baby Boy. Baby Boy's the small one with the really short corgi legs. Although I don't know if he's actually mixed with corgi. It's just like, I know that he's a beagle mix. Whatever he's mixed with is very, very short legs. Dannphan is better mom than Butcherati, confirmed. That's right. That's right. 30 cats, they go everywhere. Oh my god. It's the cat apocalypse. It's like what you're gonna do 3 times in about 5 minutes. See, it's Tony Soprano. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I do say certain words like a lot. Obviously, I think everyone, just naturally speaking, will say the word like a lot in between of their sentences. But there are like certain phrases that I just use more often. And a lot of you have probably realized that by now of watching many of my videos. Everyone just has their own little speaking patterns that they stick to. And yeah. It's a little bit weird when it starts bleeding into your writing, though, because it's, it's like, I don't want to have every character sound like me. They have a Looney Tunes pitch picker up on YouTube. Pilot. I gotcha. Looney Tunes pitch pilot? What do you mean? It's like for the new Looney Tunes show, they have a pitch pilot, or I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, so what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, I was doing a short comic for my website that I was going to just put up for free. I'll probably show something for that at some point soon. Part of me thought that maybe I should try to get it done in September, now that they're trying to rebrand it as Simptember, because it may or may not be somewhat related story-wise to the simpening that has gone down these last few years. But I also thought maybe that's not even appropriate to market it that way, because it's actually supposed to be a fairly melancholic story. I know. Even sometimes I'm a little bit edgy when I write. I do normally prefer writing happy stories, or at least stories with a happy ending. But I wrote a melancholic story, a more edgy story. And yeah, there's still the inner teenage edgy Dannphan somewhere inside of me. And she's finally writing again. The simpening. Yes. It's the simpening. Everyone's a simp. Melancholic story about a simp. No, it's actually about like abusive relationships. But everyone's a simp. Now I sound like a dick. Alright. Ellie, the Eliminator issue 1, best panel, the expression on Ellie's face when she's in the math class during the observation log. Oh yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh Girl 2 win? I'm not actually sure. It's a good question. I mean, maybe next year, but I feel like I want to take a break from doing Oh Girl to do other stories. I've definitely been writing a lot of other stories. Oh, I don't even know. Oh my gosh, there's so many scripts and so many unfinished scripts that are just lying around on my docs. Abusive relationship with a simp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Never mind. Simps everywhere. So it's not your fault if everybody is a simp. There you go. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Is Elfin Lied any good? Did someone mention Elfin Lied? I watched Elfin Lied, definitely. It's dark. It's definitely something that I watched during my edgy days, and I liked it during my edgy days. I'm not sure if it would hold up if I watched it now, is basically what I'm saying. It's, I think the anime itself is actually happier than the manga. And the anime is not very happy. So that's saying something. But I don't know. I don't know if it would hold up. I haven't watched it in a really long time. I remember bits of it. I remember the dog killing scene, which haunted my nightmares every day. So, hey Dannphan, how many comic pages or hours do you write a day? Ooh, I don't actually keep track. Well, let me see. Today specifically, I actually did a good bit of sketching for the comic pages, and then I'll have to go back and ink them over, but I did a lot of sketching today. Writing, I can write for a pretty long time, but I usually have to be listening to something while I write. So half of the time I'm not actually, typing on the computer, but half of the time I'm also listening to something in the background or a movie in the background. So I go back and forth. So I'm not sure how much time I spend strictly writing, but, Are you working on any new music? Not recently, but every now and then, you get a little burst of inspiration, start playing on your guitar. I should play you guys some music more often. Tyler Knox, I'm still cringing at the BLM, almost messed that up, speech in Toonami. Yeah, I know a lot of people definitely didn't like it. But, some people were very supportive of it, and they were like, oh, it's not that bad. Toonami always makes speeches, and, I guess it just depends of what your perspective on it is. I can't listen to music while writing, too easily distracted. Really, I have the opposite effect. I feel like if I don't have music or something in the background while I'm writing, then I'll be distracted by something else in my head, It's like my thoughts will bing bong bounce all over the place. Did you finish watching Akira? Of course I finished. Did you like it? Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was a lot of good animation, especially for that time. There were a lot of really cool stuff, really cool visuals. Loved your song Glitch. I was wondering if I can make a remix of that song. It's a good tune. Yeah, sure, do it. Do it, bro. You got a favorite singer? Probably not. There's a lot of good singers out there. There's a lot of good stuff. Hey, $2 from Red Monarch. Dan, hiya! Okay. Well, it is kind of boring. It's not that bad. It's just, as far as like boring goes, it's not that bad. It's a fine story, I guess. I feel so bad. Oh, the one thing that had me thinking a lot about Akira is the guy's girlfriend. Before he, I guess, starts developing his powers, he has a girlfriend. And throughout the entire movie, the only scenes that we see her in, she's getting fucked up. Like, the first scene that we see her in, they're like, oh, they're running away together. Oh, it's cute. And then this guy, like, rips her shirt off and punches her in the face, breaks her nose, one hit KOs her. Like, smashes her face in. Brutal. And then the next scene we see her in, she's like going to her boyfriend. She's like, oh, stop, all this stuff. And then he crushes her to death. Just like, damn, this girl can't catch a break. She gets fucked up in that movie. I felt really bad for her. I was like, man, I thought she was gonna at least live. I mean, I understand that character is made to like kind of be a throwaway character, because it's like, what purpose does she even serve? But the fact that they just have every scene that she's in, she's getting fucked up, it's a little bit brutal. What's your opinion on the upcoming Resident Evil Netflix series? What? I didn't even know that was happening. Ugh, that sounds weird. I don't even know, man. I don't know how that's going to be adapted. A lot of CGI, probably. CGI, yes, good stuff. Netflix is trash. There you go. There's other people's opinions. Netflix is doing a lot of stuff. They're still doing the Avatar series, even though the creators backed out. I don't know why the creators backed out. Some creative differences. Probably like Netflix wanting to make executive decisions on the story, and they were like, no. And they were like, yes. But also, you should just stop trying to milk that series. I mean, I loved the original Avatar series. I still do. But sometimes you need to learn to put something to rest and just leave it as it was. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Wait another like 50 years, and then in the future, they'll make a really good adaptation of it that you won't even see coming. But it's not going to happen for now. I don't know what creative differences they could have possibly had, but if it messes with the characters or the story, it's probably gonna be pretty bad. Oh, they probably wanted to put white people. I heard somebody say that they wanted to cast white actors somewhere, at least somewhere in the show. And, the characters in Avatar, I don't think any of the nations are actually supposed to be white nations. It's more so like Asian Eskimo, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what I don't know. But yeah, so I heard that they wanted to. It's a rumor, of course, but I heard that what might have happened is they wanted to cast white actors, and they were like, no. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what creative differences they could have had? Nobody was there. Nobody's come out and straight up said what it was. Augustine, thank you again. What is your opinion of Lovecraft? The book? Never read it. Never seen it. Oh, Yeah, the writer. That's what I meant. Sorry. The writer. What I meant was I never read their books. Sorry. Yeah. Never. I know other people who've read, but just never happened. What's your opinion about no simping September? I don't know. Are people actually doing anything? Or is it just like hashtag no simping September? I mean, people should probably do their best to not be simps, right? You should go out there and find someone who you love, who loves you back. Get a good relationship going on with people. Don't just simp to people who won't return your affections. And that's my opinion on that. Lovecraft writing is so dry. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Adam really likes Lovecraft. I know that much. But do you like strategy games? No. Adam likes strategy games. I'm not into it at all. I need something that like actually moves me. I don't like turn-based either. I just don't like sitting there and thinking about what I'm going to do next. And I also don't like having to like rush through the moves and then regret it later. So I'm just not a fan of any games that have me pause and think and then play and then pause and think and, you know. I do like Fallout though. I don't know if you would define that as necessarily being turn-based, but Fallout's good. I guess they give you like the option to do it turn-based or just do it as a shooter. People actually simp 2D waifu streamers. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I got more comics to review, by the way. I had stuff sent in by somebody, a fan, of course. Eddie Funko, calling you out, bro. And one of the things that he sent, which I believe is probably the most expensive that he sent my way. Boom! Look at this. Look at this beautiful monstrosity. Oh, yes, that's right. I may have not actually backed the campaign, but I got the box. There we go. Bigfoot Bill, buddy. Man, I can't imagine that this didn't cost a lot. I mean, really. Oh, sorry. Let me... R.C. Scott sent my first short story to an editor today. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, you get that editor to read your short stories. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. I'll read and review Bigfoot Bill. There's other stuff included in here, but I haven't really gone through it yet. Maybe I'll wait for the actual videos to do it. But then you guys got to see this. This. Hang on. Ooh. Hang on. This. Look at that. Big hard cover Earthworm Jim comic. And holodam. This is certainly something. First of all, it's humongous. Look at how big this is. And it's got like gold on the side of the pages. It's like a Bible. It's like I feel like I'm about to cast spells. Like this is my spell book. It's a comic. Dude must have spent a lot of money like making these. Damn. You know, say what you want about Dannphan, but you gotta admit, this dude knows how to hype up his fans. This thing is ginormous. Of course, you got like the feel I can't show it on camera, of course, but Earthworm Jim pops out of the book. Gold. I am impressed by the gold. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm holding a wizarding book. I'm gonna cast Earthworm Jim spells on everyone. Hardcover. Oof. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just cool. I feel like fans of the comic books would really like this, you know? I've never read Earthworm Jim other than this. I know I have watched some episodes of the original cartoon recently, actually, because my dogs are howling. I'm sorry. You might not be able to hear them, but I can hear them, and it's distracting me. So yeah, I didn't watch Earthworm Jim when I was a kid, but I watched it later on after like I heard about Doug to Naple. Yeah, my dogs can hear me. Someone's barking. Yeah, I know. Cartoon was great. Yeah, I watched some episodes. I thought it was pretty funny. Very, very cute. So I'm excited to read this godlike book. And of course, to also do the Bigfoot bill. So thank you, Eddie Funko, if you're watching. Thank you for sending me this. It's super cool. I almost feel like I have to send it back because it's too cool. But yeah, now I gotta put everything back because I'm an idiot. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna show this to everyone. You guys liking this ASMR? Nice bag closing. Oh, yummy. Smack that down in there. There's also like trading cards and I don't even know what else. Like a poster. I shouldn't look. I should keep that a surprise. It's a surprise, guys. Shh, surprise. Werewolf. I know. They're howling. I told you they don't like being alone. They get like upset when there's nobody upstairs with them. Usually my parents are up there with them. So this particular stream, they're just... Earthworm Jim is a classic character. He should definitely make a comeback. Is it just me or you've been working out? Oh, I'm buff. I'm just a buff girl. I'm just a buff gal. It's just true. Yeah, I did actually buy some of the Earthworm Jim like original video games. They have like them available on Steam and they were really cheap, so I just bought them all. Mostly just because I do like those little 2D platformer games, and I also thought, what if this is really bad? This would make a funny video if I just played this. Maybe one day on a stream I'll like just play them all. Ishka is like, did you play the Earthworm Jim? Yes! No, I've never played them before, but I do like the 2D platformer games, so I thought it would be funny to play those games. Even funnier because I've never played them before, so it's like actually my first experience playing, whereas the Sonic games, I totally played them before. I just had not gotten past many levels. Earthworm Jim is voiced by Homer Simpson? Really? Huh. Interesting. How old are you? I'm 23. Yes, I actually just turned 23 this year. My birthday was August 28th. Woo-woo. Very young. Of course I'm very young. Yeah, I was an infant playing Sonic in the womb. But, I'm young, but I'm not entirely oblivious to ye olde games. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. That means a lot. Why did I think you were older? I don't know. Usually people think I'm even younger. Usually people think that I'm in my teens. Maybe it's because I was mentioning watching all these 80s movies. You might have got the impression that I had watched them when I was a young lad, going to the drive-in movie theater to watch them first. Well, that's one way to spill water all over yourself. Okay. Happy birthday a while ago. Thank you. You gonna do some more Soul Calibur videos. You know, it seems like every time I try to stream Soul Calibur with Adam, it almost always, turns out to be a mess. Mostly because we just get confused about the graphics. And then we start doing it in slow-mo. It's also partially because of the OBS. OBS is a little bit weird sometimes. And game capture wasn't working. So we had to do window capture, which isn't that great. So it's the same. You look like you're in your teens, but you speak like a 40-year-old. I have also been told that, yes, I connect with middle-aged people. Very much so. But hey, nobody's complaining. My poor dog. I almost feel like howling back just so he knows he's not alone. I was asking because you mentioned the Earthworm Gym game that came out in 94. I was like, there's no way you could be older than 24 at best. Yes. You look like you're 17. You look very young. Thank you. Well, that means that I'll still look very young when I actually am middle-aged. So that's how I'm going to look at it. It's a good thing. Good thing to be mistaken for a teenager. Yipe, yipe, yipe. Dogs are complaining. I know. Well, I'll be done in 4 minutes. Even when I get up there, he's still going to be howling because he's going to be like, well, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? And Daddy's not going to come upstairs with him because Daddy's still out somewhere. So then he's going to start howling again. And I'll be up there staring at him like, I'm right here. And he's like, yeah, but Daddy's not here. I don't know if you got the drift here, guys, but Daddy's his favorite. So it doesn't matter if I'm upstairs. He's like, you don't count. He'll be okay for like a moment, but then he'll go back to howling eventually because he's like, you don't count. I want the real favorite. It's a real katana? Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends how you just define real katana. It's like metal. It is a metal blade, but it's not sharpened, and it's more so for show. It's more so just something that you like hang up, you know? It's not something that would actually cut somebody. If you tried to actually swing it at somebody, the blade would probably snap off. So, I also have a naginata. Some people, like, I don't know how, because it's so small in the corner of that room, but somehow people in my videos will actually point it out. In the comment section, they'll be like, is that a naginata? It's like, how did you see that? How did you determine that was a naginata? How did you know? But yeah, that was it's a really loud smack. That was a birthday gift from last year. So, yeah. That smack on my thigh was so much louder than I had anticipated. I scared myself with that. I'm sure if you swing hard enough, you could take an eye or an ear or a finger off. Probably. Yeah, loud leg slap. Bam! Gotta smack them thighs. That's how you know them tender. All right. Well, we are going to be wrapping up this stream soon. My dog will be very happy that I'm wrapping up this stream. Thank you guys for joining in on this Friday with Dannphan. Sorry if we didn't really actually talk about that much things. But, you know, you're so aggressive. Me, never. The review of Batman movie was great. I didn't review a Batman movie, did I? I reviewed a trailer. Sort of, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna wrap this up. I guess I will just see you next week with a new video. Oh, 50K! How could I not talk about 50K? We are so close. We're so close to 50K. What are we at? 49,856. That's what we at. That's what we at. We got to increase the fan club. The PHAN, the fan club. So I'm calling you guys now. Because everyone needs to have a name for their subs. That's the pro tip that I've been given. So we need to increase this fan club. Let's get up to 50K. I actually thought, I was surging for a while now. So I thought I might actually reach 50K for the Friday live stream. I could do like a 2-in-1. Do the 50K live stream, but nah, I didn't get so lucky. Darn. But hey, we're almost there, guys. Thank you for those of you who are newly subscribed. The Dannphan Club. Oh, I missed this. I missed a super chat. Sorry. From George Barrett. Thanks for lifting us up for the weekend. I'm free to simp. Tay. Wink, wink. Okay, then. Yeah, so almost at 50K, guys. Thank you for those of you who are new and subscribed. I hope that you've been enjoying the channel. But if you have any videos you want to see more of from me, definitely tell me. Definitely share your thoughts, share your opinions, as I always say in most of my videos as I end it, because your opinions do matter. They do. They really do. And I want to make sure that I'm heading in the right direction. I'm making you guys proud. And I'm keeping you guys entertained and happy. It's kind of the point of having a YouTube channel in the first place. All right, so wrapping this up, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. And hopefully another Friday with Dannphan will be a-coming next week. Possibly a 50K live stream next week. If we, I don't know, sometimes we get a huge surge, but then it stops just before the 50K, and then it just stays there for a long time. So we might get one of those, but hopefully not. I'd like to do the next Friday live stream as a 50K celebration, because that would be really cool. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.